After a recent visit from our friends at Naim, we think we may have found a sleeper in their lineup. While it's been around for a little over 4 years, the DAC-V1 is a Swiss Army knife and has quickly become our choice for all high-end headphone listening. Similar to several pieces from Naim, the DAC-V1 is about half the width of a standard audio component. It is designed to be the control center for a full digital audio system and can serve as a DAC with USB capability, a preamp if you configure it that way, or a headphone amp. The front panel has a good sized display that will give you a view of input, sample rate, and volume when you change it. We particularly like the big volume knob and the easy to read input selection buttons. The full-size headphone jack is just under the volume knob. It also comes with a nice remote control, so there's no reason to get up and change the settings. On the back, you'll find a USB input for connecting to a computer, as well as 5 digital inputs, a BNC, 2 Toslink, and 2 coax. You also get a BNC to RCA adapter in the box. On the output side, you'll find a standard set of RCA analog outputs and Naim's famous balanced DIN single cable output, designed to connect it up to other Naim components. There's a switch to change the ground scheme from floating to chassis ground, and power gets to the unit through the standard IEC3 connection. Through the software, you can set the outputs to fixed or variable, and you can even set the volume limit on the preamp out. In fixed mode, it will connect to your preamp or integrated amp like a normal source component. And in variable, you can connect it up to a power amp. The headphone mode is also pretty nice. Plug in a headphone cord, and the circuitry switches over to run only the headphone amp section, turning off all of the outputs. Even if you have it set to fixed output, the volume control will still change the headphone level. Headphones don't require the same power that speakers do to drive them loudly, but the power they do require has to be very precise. The sound you get from a Class A amp is super sweet and controlled. Since headphones don't need even 5 watts, Naim uses a low power Class A amp for the headphone section. From the size, you might think it wouldn't weigh much, but the DAC-V1 weighs in at just under 10 pounds. This is mostly due to a beefy power supply. As with all Naim gear, the power supply has tons of current reserve. The DAC-V1 has the ability to decode digital files up to 24/192. Despite being already 4 years old, Naim recently released a firmware upgrade enabling the DAC-V1 to accept DSD files and enabling files of up to 384 GHz to be played through its USB input. The DAC-V1 is asynchronous. Like many of the better DACs on the market, in the world of digital audio, timing is everything. If you do not put all of those bits of data back together the way they were recorded, you miss out on subtle nuances in your music. For the volume control, Naim uses a super precise, digitally controlled analog system. The internal process for handling all of the oversampling and filtering of digital files is a 40-bit DSP. Overall, the Naim DAC-V1 is one of the most versatile and best components we've tested in a long time. We realize there's a lot to unpack here, and we didn't want to go too deep in this video. If you're interested in learning more about the features in some of our tests, please read our full written review on audioadvice.com. The link is in the description. We've also got a link to purchase the Naim DAC-V1, and don't forget, we offer free 2-day shipping on all orders. So if you happen to be in the Raleigh or Charlotte areas, come into one of our showrooms and try it out for yourself. I'm sure you'll love it. If you liked this video or found it useful, click like and subscribe to our channel. We hope you'll come back again. Thanks for watching.